Hey, it's Christiane Knight, and I'm here to answer some more questions that friends and fans have asked me to answer as an author about the process, about what I like to do, about how I write and what I write about, and all that good stuff. So let's see. I have a bunch of questions. I've been picking through them and answering one or two per session. And this time I'm going to answer one from Christopher, who happens to be the love of my life. And he asks, do you read any books while writing? And my answer to that is I do, but I try to be really careful about what fiction I read while I'm actively writing a book. If I think there'll be a whiff of anything in a book that could influence my plot or my scenes, I'll save the book until I'm finished the piece I'm working on. I do read a ton of nonfiction while I'm working, especially for research. Writing Valley, the character Valley from In Sleep, You Know, I spent a ridiculous amount of time researching street art. I knew a lot already, but there were some cultural things that I wanted to learn more about, like some of the slang, just to make sure I had my understanding of it correctly. You know, just because I know about the art, there's always that worry in the back of my mind that I'm not going to get it right. So I'm very much super anal when it comes to resourcing what I'm writing about when it's not like something I'm into physically myself. Um, and the really funny thing is you start researching something like that and you just end up getting sucked into the art part of it. I'll just end up looking at art for hours. I spent so much time looking at street art while I was researching her character. It's ridiculous. It's so fantastic. I actually have some really great books on street art too, some of which he gave me, um, because it is an interest of mine. I just don't do it myself. So when I talk about throwing up tags, I mean, I might have participated in that a little bit when I was a teenager, but not to the extent of beautiful pieces of art, more just like me writing a cool tag. You know, I'm not as cool as Valley or any real street artist. Let's see. Robert asks, do you outline or spitball as you write? Well, I used to be a pantser, and that's somebody who writes by the seat of their pants, no plans. Well, when I got serious about developing In Sleep, past the first chapters I'd written previously, I realized quickly that I needed more of a plan. So I wrote a rough outline or summary of the plot. And even though it wasn't written in stone, because lots of things, changes happened as I developed the plot, I used a 3-act formula, kind of. And then I delved into tracing the growth of each character through those acts. And there's several important characters who get their own story arcs. So I had to be really careful and methodical to make sure they all got the resolutions they deserved. So that required a lot of tracing and writing and planning it out. Merrick, of course, was the most important. And some of the things that happened to him were planned, while others came to me as I was writing. The entire scene at Tianan House, which when you read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about, was one that completely changed as I was writing it. I had plans that were entirely thrown out by the characters of what they had in mind. So I guess that makes me a plantster. Um, it's funny because a lot of times I'll have really strong ideas of where I want a story to go, and the characters just kind of take over and do what they want because they're in charge and I'm not. Um, the Tianan House scene, that is really, I mean, I have the whole thing mapped out how I thought it was going to go, and it didn't go like that at all. And it's so funny because what happened ended up being so much better than what I'd planned. So there you go. I'm a plantster. Yeah, I sometimes pants it and sometimes I plan it. If you like those answers, I have more for you. I encourage you to shoot me in the comments or email me if you'd like, or plop on my Facebook page and ask me some questions. I even have a thing on my Goodreads author page where you can ask questions of the author, and I'm happy. There are very few things I won't answer, um, about writing and things that influence writing in my life. Keep that in mind. But yeah, you can go over to my website and leave a comment there, or you can email me at christianek@gmail.com if you want to shoot me an email and ask me questions, or you can do it on my Facebook page, which is the best. I actually have a thread going on. I think it's on there if it's not on my personal page. But anyway, just drop me a line and ask me questions, or in the comments. That's a really great place to do it. I enjoy doing these. Ask an author anything is fun. So anyway, I'm Christiane Knight. Just a reminder, you can pick up my new book that will be coming out on May 1st, 2021 on Amazon. It is called In Sleep You Know, A Story of the Eleriannan, and will be available both in paperback and Kindle. You can pre-order the Kindle version now, or you can wait until May 1st and order the paperback then. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.